WBAY TV, your first alert station. Action 2 News This Morning live stream starts now.
Good Tuesday morning. Great to have you with us here on our extended edition, our live stream here for Action 2 News This Morning. I'm Tammy Elliott.
And I'm Emerson Lehman. Great to have you with us on this Fat Tuesday, celebrating the day before Lent.
Love that Fat Tuesday. And of course, a lot of people celebrate eating Paczkis, that favorite Polish pastry, one of Kristen Allen's favorite days of the year. Spending some time out there at the Paczki Powerhouse. That's what we're calling Smyrna's Country Bakery in Pulaski. Kristen, you're going to show us how they're made. You've been kind of walking us through this all morning.
Yeah, you know, I've been coming, I don't know, it has to be at least 10 years, and so they finally said, here, sit down and fill some Paczkis while you're here today. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I think I've been coming here long enough that I know the process. So these have been through all the initial steps, and that's not the part I'm an expert on, but I am an expert on sugaring and filling, I think. So you can see these ones here are empty, and you have to be very careful at all times, no matter what you do when you handle Paczki, is you have to take them from the side. You can't grab them like that, because that's bad if you get a thumbprint or anything on it. There's a specific way that you have to do this, and it's part of the tradition here and how they make them at Smyrna's Country Bakery. So they told me I could fill whatever I wanted, and I happen to love the peanut butter French cream. I love peanut butter. Tammy, I know that you, oh no, it's your son that you like peanut butter. But
I
you have to
do.
be careful, so your
You're
son doesn't
right.
have peanut butter. I forgot. So yeah, so I'm gonna do the peanut butter, and you take them very carefully, and this has been preset, and actually the filling that goes inside, it's 6 tablespoons of filling. That's a lot.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna put it on here, and then there's a little bar underneath here that you carefully, oh, can't get thumbprints on top. All right, push it, and then it's kind of automatic. Oh, I think I messed it up. Oh no, it's exploding.
Oh no! You're gonna have to eat that one. You're gonna have to eat that one, Kristen. You have to eat your mistake.
Oh no, Greg is giving me the stern look. I messed up. It's because you weren't here with me.
Just watching over your shoulder to help you guide you through
It's supposed to be a quarter of a pound. Do you think this is more than a quarter of a pound?
Let's see, we got scale on here. I'm guessing probably about close to a half a pound.
Ooh!
Well, yeah, you're...
So it's 0.34. It's supposed to be about a quarter of a pound, so it's a little bit more than that. So I let go of the bar, and then I hit it again, that's what happened.
You never want to tap twice.
Well, my plan was to take a bite of it and show you what a typical Paczki would look like when it has the average 6 tablespoons in it. But you can see this has a little bit more than 6 tablespoons. So if you're coming to buy Paczki, I would not expect to get a Paczki like this if I were you. It will have a little bit less filling in it, but it would still be just as good. Whereas, can we get one that's been filled and show what a good one? Am I fired?
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? Why don't you fill it again?
Fill it again. Oh, try it again. Okay, try it again.
We're gonna redo it.
Okay. All right. Try it again.
Yep, we're gonna do this again.
Okay. So, very carefully put them on. No thumbprints. All right, got that. Push the lever, and then it's automatic. But
pull it off.
I hit it again. No, too much. Whoops. Oh shoot! This is so much harder than it
They
looks,
make it look
guys.
so easy, right?
So if you're coming for Paczki, you want Kristen to make them.
Yeah, Greg just said if you like a lot of filling in your Paczki, then you want me to make it.
Right.
Can I have one? Do we have time? Jake, do I have time for one more try?
I want one.
My producer? Okay, he said yes. All right, one more try.
Here we go.
It's because I keep letting go of the lever.
Third time's the charm right
Yes.
here. Here we go, Kristen.
Gosh, this is stressful.
Okay.
All right.
You're good
right.
so far.
Am I good? Am I good?
Okay, now back away.
Back away.
There you go.
Oh, let's measure it to be sure.
There you are.
Almost exactly a quarter pound.
Hot dog.
Fantastic.
I did it.
You did it.
All right, this is really
All right.
hard.
Now, how does it taste? Did you take
Okay, so he
There you
wants,
go.
yeah, I'm going to taste it. I'm going to show you what it's like on the inside. It's so good.
Paczki
Look at all that filling.
perfection.
A delicacy.
You still
Right?
get a good amount, even if you don't get one of the exploded ones. So it's good.
Family recipe there, Kristen. You were telling us all about it, and they sell like 30,000
Yep.
of them today.
Yeah, between 30 and 35,000 today. This is their single busiest day of the year. Of course, they're really busy at Christmas time and Easter time, but that's multiple days and weeks leading to a holiday. This is their single busiest day of the year.
Kristen Allen reporting live there on Paczki Day. Kristen, great job. Third time's a charm. We appreciate the hard work there, and you enjoy that well-deserved treat. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon now this morning.
Oh,
Steve.
there's Kristen Allen making it an extra fat Tuesday for all of us. Oh,
Right.
extra fat Tuesday.
She just wanted to make sure she had some to bring back, right?
Yeah.
She has a few
The
extras
hardest
there.
day, isn't it? It's like you watch that. We were saying, imagine what it smells like in
Oh,
there. And
I'd
I mean,
be
there were
so
people
hungry.
lining up at 5
Oh.
this morning when they opened, and
Out the door.
Yeah,
Out the door.
so.
And you know, when they were out the door waiting for those Paczkis, they were like, hey, it's snowing. And we've got some snow showers right now on our satellite and radar combo. It's kind of remarkable because we haven't seen that much snow at all in the past month. You know, we got a little coating in the Green Bay area, but as we, widen our view, where's all the snow across Wisconsin? There's some in Upper Michigan. There's some in the Arrowhead of Minnesota. And did you know that over the past month, since January 13th, not February 13th, since January 13th, we haven't had any accumulating snow. So on the week of January 7th to the 13th, we got 19.5 inches of snow, and that has made up 68% of our winter snowfall so far. So if you look at the season, we've got 28.7 inches. We are actually in a deficit of nearly 7.5 inches of snow, and this is astonishing. If you look at some of the snowfall totals across the region, now we'll flip over to the deficit compared to normal. Tammy and I were talking about this. Marquette, Michigan. Now, Tammy, you're from the UP originally, right?
I was born in Ironwood, Michigan,
Ironwood.
so I'm very familiar with all the snow that they get up there. Yeah.
Marquette, Michigan has a snowfall deficit this season of 60.6 inches. That's about 5 feet. And Tammy happens to be 5 feet tall. So there is a Tammy Elliott-sized snowfall deficit for folks in the UP.
That's a lot. So I remember when I was little, and I have a picture. I might have to try and dig it up. I mean, these massive snowbanks, because it just accumulates, and now they're in a shortage. That's just hard to imagine.
It's a massive shortage. Now, there is some hope for you snow lovers. I wouldn't expect a lot, but tomorrow night into Thursday morning, we're going to get some light accumulating snow. We do have some snow showers right now. I see the ground's a little bit coated outside the Brown County Courthouse. First Alert ViberMax shows most of the snow showers are from Green Bay into Kewaunee County over towards Two Rivers. There's also a few flakes back to the northwest. So chance of a few snow showers this morning, mostly cloudy, a high of 35 degrees. But this better chance of snow is our next weather maker. That's going to be coming in tomorrow night, light snow, and it probably will wrap up early Thursday morning. It's a disturbance, a little what we call an Alberta clipper coming in from the north and west, and the computer models are suggesting, we might pick up an inch or two. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit more farther to the south. So as we wrap up Valentine's Day, anybody going out for a date that night, as you're coming home, you might have some light snow developing. That'll last into Thursday morning, an inch or two, and then after that, your First Alert 7-day forecast brings back some colder and blustery weather with highs in the upper 20s. Wind chills will probably fall back into the teens.
Kind of shiver thinking about that. We've been so spoiled this year, Steve. Finally getting back to where we're supposed to be, right?
I'm kind of worried about that. I'm spoiled, just like anybody else, right? It's been such a tame, easy, quiet winter, and now we get a little taste of it. And everyone's going to be like, oh no. It hasn't been bad.
No,
Not at all.
It hasn't. All right, Steve, thank you. And so talking about that snow, want to check in now with First Alert Traffic. Catherine is off today, so Aisha's been checking in and keeping track of that. I know you had a situation right when we were going off the air.
Yep,
There was
I
a
did.
crash, and you have an update on that,
Yeah,
right?
that was the east side of Green Bay, so 43 south, 5457 because of a crash, but that is since cleared. So that is good. But what I've been noticing, you guys, is the slowdowns this morning. So see the yellow and the oranges there. That's Ashland on Green Bay's west side near Ashwaubenon over there. So we are seeing a little bit of that also in the De Pere area, but this is what we're looking at right now live outside. So yeah, you see the snow is accumulating On overpasses, be careful, especially those side roads. And yet major highways could still have some slippery spots because it is sticking. The temperature is just right. This is Brown County, but so far this morning, that's the area that I'm most concerned about because we've seen those slowdowns and also that crash too. So,
all right, Aisha. Thank you. We want to talk now about new details into what sparked an investigation into the superintendent of the Green Bay Area Public School District.
Action 2 News first told you Claude Tiller Jr. is accused of making controversial comments during an Atlanta radio interview. Our Action 2 News team has been first bringing the latest. Emily Roberts live outside the Green Bay Area Public Schools District office this morning. Emily, what are we learning after sitting in on a board meeting last night?
Tammy Emerson, a concerned citizen with ties to Green Bay schools, is now giving us a better idea about what Superintendent Tiller might have said during that radio show. Now, you can't easily find that radio show recording on the internet right now. It's really been scrubbed. So former Administrator Ed Dorff, he's speaking up during the board meeting from last night. He's giving us some insight into what he heard because he says he listened to the radio show live. So according to Dorff, microphones stayed on during radio commercial breaks. Dorff says Tiller, quote, called into question the ability of 92% of the teaching staff to really do their jobs effectively, end quote. Plus some other comments about co-workers and the Green Bay community. According to Dorff, he heard Tiller call a subordinate a, quote, wicked witch and another derogatory term. Now, our Action 2 News team reached out to the Board of Education after we first learned about this. You might have gotten a push alert yesterday in the early morning hours into the afternoon. The Board of Education says they are aware of the radio interview, and let me read this to you. They say they are, quote, currently working through some of the issues raised that warrant further review and discussion because this is in part a personnel issue. We are not able to make any additional comments at this time, end quote. So as I said, it's difficult to find a recording of this Atlanta talk show interview right now, but we made a request for the recording, and that request has been forwarded to an attorney working with the district. So our Action 2 News team, of course, as always, we're going to continue to follow this and be first to alert you to the very latest, both on air and online.
All right, Emily, thank you. Turning now to a discussion from the First Alert Safety Desk with Aisha, talking about more babies being born with syphilis.
Yeah, Aisha, we've been hearing about this trend recently, and officials now calling it an epidemic.
yeah, so it's pretty serious. It was back in November when I first brought everybody this story talking about the increase back then. That's why I was like, wait, I thought we already talked about this, but that's what's going on, is it continues to get worse as they keep looking into it. And this one was the report by the CDC looking at a little bit further back. So they started in 2016, looking at the trends up until just recently and noticing that it has more than tripled in the U.S. with those babies that are born from their mother. They get the syphilis and then they're born that way. But the report shows maternal syphilis rates are lowest among women who start getting prenatal care. That's in their first trimester, but then those women who aren't able to get that prenatal care, rates are nearly 4 times higher than the average of what they're looking at. So officials say maternal syphilis rates are also highest among mothers that are younger than 25. And then, of course, I had to look into the cases here in Wisconsin. Those continue to go up. In fact, it jumped from 2 cases in 2019, then 29 cases in 2022, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean 2 to 29. It's quite a bit, especially when they see those trends continue to go up. So I think the biggest message with this is that doctors are saying it is treatable, it's preventable. You could get tested, you could get that prenatal care. So that's really what's so important, because if you can prevent it, that's a good thing. It is life-threatening for a baby. So the chances of preventing it goes up to 98% if you do the treatment and you do that right away before the baby's born. So it's a big conversation.
Big conversation,
Yeah.
a great update there. We're going to keep you here.
Okay.
Because happening now, it's not only Fat Tuesday, Kristen showed you the Paczkis, it's the day before Lent, it's also the day before Valentine's Day, and I can't really read about this story. This is your guys'.
It's about the girls.
Day, right? Yeah, fun to celebrate Galentine's Day. I'm going to tell you, I don't know that I've really actually celebrated
It's always
Galentine's
the day
Day.
before,
Yeah.
right? Valentine's
Yep.
Day. So you can get with your gal pals. Maybe tell them something that you appreciate about them. It's all about the girls.
I think technically I celebrate with you guys
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we don't go out to lunch
Galentine's
together.
Day, ladies.
Yeah.
Right. And I guess the origin, unique too, it started with the popular TV show Parks and Recreation. I didn't
that
know
show.
that.
Love it.
It's in its season 2, episode 16, titled Galentine's Day, of course. The show's lead, Leslie, I don't even know who that is.
Leslie Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Celebrate, clearly I don't watch that show. Celebrating the holiday with a group of her girlfriends at a local diner and saying, quote, "What's Galentine's Day?" It sounds like me, right? And they say, "Oh, it's only the best day of the year."
Sure is.
You've been missing out all this time.
Yeah, I've hosted Galentine's Day parties
Yeah.
before,
Yes.
and you just get the girls together,
Cool.
have some fun. Hey, Steve,
Hey,
you want
I'm
to
here
join
too.
us?
Steve, it's Palentine's Day.
You know what? I'm glad you
Valentine's.
said that. Okay, because
Oh, geez,
you know
here we
what?
go.
Guys count too. There are some guys who aren't dating. They maybe are
True.
lonely, just like women might be lonely. Why can't there be a Palentine's
Send a
Day?
message to the pals.
I
You
think
know
you're
what?
right.
You're right.
See, now I feel bad.
That's
We'll forgive.
being
It's all
all
good.
inclusive,
It's fine.
right? Gender all inclusive here.
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
true.
So I think that if you want to celebrate Palentine's Day with Galentine's Day,
Well,
before
pick a different
Valentine's
day. Get your own day.
Yeah, right.
Day after
Doesn't have
Valentine's
to be.
Day,
Let
right?
us
We
have
could-
ours.
Hear that? She's
Doesn't
kicking
have
us
to be
guys
us.
out of their day.
I had to think about it for a second. Get your own day. We want ours just on our own.
We'll
Thank
take
you
the day
very much.
after Valentine's Day, Steve. That
All
could be
right,
our
that's
Palentine's
Things
Day.
got sassy.
Right. Okay, well, we are going to get ready for the morning update
Yes.
on
It's
Good
coming up
Morning
soon.
America. Hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday morning. Thanks for hanging out with us for this little extra.
Love ya.
We do all really love you.
We do.
Oh, we get along just.
Go celebrate Galentine's Day and
We get along fine. Where are
Palentine's
you
Day.
going? Get over here.
Valentine's Day.
Get over here. We're fine.
We're good.
You're good.
Happy Valentine's Day, Steve.
I'm a bit of a noogie, and I'll tease her, and she'll tease me back. It's all in good fun, so it's all good.
We'll see you all tomorrow, everybody. Make it a great one.
Take care.